So I don't know how this is gonna come across, but this is just very raw and something that I feel like I need to talk about and get off my chest because it's so heavy right now, and not heavy in a bad way, but just like this needs to be said. This needs to be talked about because it's something that people are afraid to talk about sometimes, or it's just, what I'm saying, you have to get set into certain ways to feel this way, or what I'm saying. It's a tough conversation, but I need to have this, and I'm not gonna edit this too much. This is just gonna be real raw. Everything that I'm saying, everything that I'm feeling, I'm just gonna talk about it right now. So I'm having a how can I put it? It's not really a crisis. It's just really just going away from everything, and putting them all the energy that I feel like I have into things that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? The things that I feel that are for me, that I don't want to keep, diverging my energy into these other things, into these, what I'm saying, places that don't give me the same benefits that I get from being with myself, or that I know that I did the past that I know that I can create for myself. I feel that I'm really trying to dive into those right now, more so than anything. But it's just so difficult because it's like, okay, if I get rid of this, how am I going to be able to be able to pay for these things, or do these things if I let go of this right now? And this is my most difficult struggle right now, because it's like, man, I don't need these places. I don't need this. I have something else ready for me, something else going for me, that I don't need to stick around at this place anymore, because I knew when I started that it's not going to be me there for a long time. I'm getting something from this place. It opened a way for me, and I'm making it, and I'm going to get it now. All those things that I'm almost finished at this point now. I still need a few more hours to get it out the way, but I will be actually done with this place for what I needed from it. So I don't need to spend too much time sitting around here. If I feel a disconnect from it already, I just need to get what I need to get, and I can make my departure. But it's just very difficult now, because it's like, I understand, as a person, somebody who's worked in places before, I'm not a bad worker. You know what I'm saying? If people had people had other workers like me and other better workers, they wouldn't have to feel these type of ways. But it's just, I have different things that I want to pursue. I can't, do put my time into these other things when I feel that they're not even serving me, or like I'm just serving this, even though it does come back to me in another way. It's just, it feels like it doesn't. And that's the way I'm also feeling, where it's like, I know that I can go to this place and do this for an amount of time, but then after a while, it's like, okay, I want to go back and work on myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I already did this. I want to go right when I finish what I'm doing, because it just feels like I'm getting something for this, but it just doesn't feel the same as if I'm doing it for myself and doing it to help, you know what I'm saying, everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so much, making its way to me and making me understand, like, hey, like, there's so many things that I can do, so many things that I can be, and I want to put my time into being those things, instead of just, sticking around in this spot where it's like, man, this is not a place where I need to be for a long time. And that's what I understood, and I think I see that with working. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot from you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that or don't understand that, but it's just, I'm not making any of these places a part of me. They will never be a part of me. They're something I put my time into, but they're not a part of me. You know, everything that I do for myself, everything that I'm trying to do and actually focus on is for me. You know, I understand that more so than anything. So that's really why I'm struggling to, okay, I want to let this go. But it's like, how do I let this go and still be able to, you know, go forward with something else, or be able to cover myself if I do let go right now? And that's the hardest thing that's really plaguing my head. And I think it's either I finish this year out or I go before the year ends. And that's just how I'm feeling right now. Because there's so many things I want to pursue and actually be able to have time for. And it feels like this thing is creeping in the back of my head, and I don't want it there. I don't want it there at all. So it's not going to be there anymore after a while. But it's just me feeling like, man, I'm going to find the things that are working for me, and I'm going to take a lot more risks and chances that are going to benefit me in way more in the long run than me just staying stagnant at this place and not testing or challenging myself with so many other things that I can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there may be a lot more struggle with a path that I choose, but it'll be way more worth it to me when I see another side, or just the struggle of being, not being able to fund myself, or this and that. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like that is a way more so than anything else. And I have so many things that I believe that I can do that it's opening up for me, and I think I want to follow those. Whichever way they take me, I'm going to be content, because I can finally feel like I can be, me again, and find things that I enjoy, and I've made ways to find ways that I can enjoy myself once again, and I don't put into that time because it just feels like, dang, I gotta go here, and it's just I dislike feeling those ways, because of course it's not bad work, or it's not difficult, it's just time consuming, and the whole way everything runs, it doesn't even run well for me. So it's just like, why do I don't want to continue putting myself through these things when I have so many other things that I can dive into. And it's not even just a disrespectful thing or things like that. It's just everybody sees that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you have to stick it out because you have so many things that you have to do, or you're at this point in your life. It's like, okay, well, I'm already here. But it's like I'm just starting to find things for myself, and I feel like I need to follow that right now. And I know there's things for me, things that I feel like if I make these decisions now, those things and whatever I receive from that is what is for me. Like whatever happens, if I don't make it, if I do make it into something, like that is what's for me in all fashions. So I'm gonna jump out and try to figure out the ways that I can be. You know what I'm saying? I have plenty of plans. It's not like I'm just jumping out there and not trying to do anything. I have plenty of plans, plenty of things I want to be. I just need to take that chance, take that risk of, okay, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I won't go back. Maybe I will go back for a little bit. But after a while, it's like, nah, man, it's time to break off from this. And that sounded, as the more and more I talk, it's like, okay, this sounds like this is the path I can go, where it's like going into the next year, it's time to depart. It's time to go away. And I know, my presence could be missed, or, probably the work that I do can't be replicated, but it's just, I don't want to stay stagnant in those positions because it just feels like I'm helping. It doesn't feel like this is something I'm doing for myself. It just feels like, damn, I'm just here to help out. And I've done that so many times to where it doesn't feel better to do that. It's like, damn, where's my help out? Where's shit for me? You know what I'm saying? So it just feels like this time is like, all right, bro, I need to go off for myself because it's calling to me and it's telling me, hey, this is the path for you. This is what you need to take. This is how you will get better. This is how, you'll get back to being righteous again as well. Being around people and understanding, and just finding everything that's for you. And it feels the best right now to make these decisions. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's just how I'm feeling. And I wanted to speak about that because it's like, you need to make a lot of sacrifices and decisions to get to places. You know what I'm saying? To get to places you want to be, get to spots you're supposed to be at, or, however that may go. And I feel like I needed to talk about this, and here it is, I know it may have came across as discombobulated. No, it didn't come across that way. Let me stop that, cut that right there. Because it came across how it's supposed to come across. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm being really general and speaking in a wide sense because I feel like this. And maybe you haven't felt like this and you're wanting to feel like this. Or maybe you feel like this as well. And this is just a wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a feeling that you feel where it's like, hey, I think I should follow this. Or I think I should do this. This seems like this is the right choice. However that may play out. You know what I'm saying? It's all about just accepting everything. You know what I'm saying? That comes with that. Whatever you do, you have to accept everything that comes with that. And what happened for me, I've, got to a position that I didn't think I'd be at, but I feel like I can go further. I've took some time out and I thought about so many things that I could do that can get me to a position better than what I was before when I went too fast into something. Like, it really wasn't the best time. So, because I took that little bit of time, so many paths opened up, so many things got shown to me, and it just feels like, hey, these are paths and I feel these ways, so it's like, hey, I think I need to take a risk. Be at a point where I can't do everything the way I could before, but it feels like there would be a greater, I don't know how to explain that, but it'll be a greater, not even reward, or just a greater just sense of being in doing what I think that I should do right now. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a ending title for this or anything. This is really just me trying to get heard. Or, you know what I'm saying? If this is for you or for me, It's just about talking about this thing because this is the way I feel. And I'm just excited to see the way these things play out. And they're going to play out how they're going to play out. And I'm accepting whichever side comes. So, with that, y'all, appreciate y'all for hearing me out if y'all went through this the whole way through. If not, you know what I'm saying, I hope you got a message out of all this at some point in the video. But it's been chosen, and I'm going to catch y'all another time.